Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Number 76 makes his big league debut right after this. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, lots of pressure, Matty, when you're going for a career milestone. Sitting on 199 wins, this guy would like nothing more to pick up career win number 200 in this one here today. So I'm sure he's got a lot on his mind, but the first thing he needs to do is concentrate and get out of that first inning.
Now at the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1.
And he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero in the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Lester has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games, the kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game. Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. Base is empty and 1 away following the sac fly. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Kipnis is there, and there's out number 2. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the leadoff hitter. They're hoping to have some things turned around with him leading off. He's not producing at the plate like people expect him to. I don't know if it's the pressure or if it's just baseball. Sometimes you go through struggles. Maybe today is the day he breaks out of it.
He'll start this one at 274, 18 homers, and 36 RBIs. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Settling in now, Freddie Galvis. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
A ball and a strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. Schwarber is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Galvis has a play. makes the play, 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He comes in hitting over 320, and to carry that kind of average, that's awfully impressive. People start to take notice. I'm noticing right now, so let's see if he's able to show us some of that hot hitting in this one.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Castellanos will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Designated hitter.
Bauer sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Chris Bryant is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, just 3 for 14. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. 1-1 to count. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. Fielded by Galvis. On to Dietrich at first, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail 1-0. Second inning set to go. Ready now, Derek Dietrich. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And oh, that gets him on the mound. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. And looked like he really left himself open after he released, and this ball came back and got him pretty good. And without speculating too much here, it's looking, at this point at least, like he will be able to continue out there. We should hope. Into the box, Mitch Garver, as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
The 2-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. From the stretch. Nick Senzel, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Dietrich on at first, nobody out. Count remains full. Here's a chopper right side of the infield. To second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering in time. It's a double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Digging in, Nick Senzel. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. Down the third baseline. Now Lester's 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Reds go down quietly, and after an Leading off the inning, Javier Baez, and they'll need him to get something going here. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. Hit on the ground out to short. Galvis has it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Number 44 will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. No balls and 1 strike. Bauer's ready. Here he comes 0-1. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. Schwarber is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Cubs are down in order. It remains 1-0. Stepping into the box, Kyle Isbell, and he'll make his major league debut here. Always fun to watch a guy get his career started.
Yeah, what a monster moment for not only himself but his family, all the coaches that have helped him along the way. This is a monumental moment in his career.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes 1 away. Wow! And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. Nick Castellanos now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Baez is calling for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The third baseman, number 7.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 2 out, nobody on. Had nibbled the corner there but missed. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
A bouncer to the left side. There's Baez. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. But they hold a 1. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Happ with a 2-1 count now. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So with 1 gone, let's take a look at the standings in the National League Central as we see where the Reds find themselves entering play today. So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. No balls and a strike to count. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
2 strikes.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Cubs strand 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Striding in, Mike Moustakas. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit in the air out to left field. Schwarber is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Aristides Aquino. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
Lester's 2-0 home. Got him swinging in the dirt. Contreras recovers, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. So digging in now, Freddie Galvis. He flew out in his last at-bat. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Ground ball left side. Oh, look at the dive. He goes to first and give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Leading off the inning, Jason Hayward, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Lays off 1-0.
Hayward.
2 balls and no strikes. Swung on but fouled off to the left.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Into the box now, Javier Baez. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at two. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
The catcher, number 40.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Wilson Contreras is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Into the bleachers and gone.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Ball 2 now.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. On to Dietrich at first, and that'll end the inning. 2 for the Cubs. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds' offense with their manager between innings, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mitch Garver. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Now Lester's 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Ian Happ, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And it's 1-1. A 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So coming to the plate, David Bodie. He singled his last time up. Swung on and missed for the first strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Jason Kipnis will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3. New inning set to get underway. Stepping into the box, Kyle Isbell. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Favorable call in there for a strike. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Still 1-2. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
This is the left field and deep off the bat of Castellanos. This one's into the bleachers and gone. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and the Reds have come back to tie things at 2 apiece.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
No balls and 1 strike. And low, it's a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Hard hit toward the hole, and that's through for a hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Mike.
At the plate, Mike Moustakas. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Ready for another shot now. Aristides Aquino, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now the first pitch here from Lester. A ball and no strikes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Line to the right side, and a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. But the Reds are able to square things up on this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead, and we are tied 2-2. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Leading off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a base hit on the line. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Here comes the first pitch. Jason Hayward is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Hayward, or often just J. Hay, he was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Jason Hayward is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Here's Chris Bryant now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. And that brings up Javi Baez. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 on its way.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight-up alignment. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Cubs strand a couple. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Ryan Tepera is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 52, Ryan Tepera.
Now at the plate, Freddie Galvis. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Here's the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
The 2-1 home. Popped him up. Contreras over to his right. And that's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number
Ready now for Cincinnati. Derek Dietrich. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter.
Digging in, Mitch Garver. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. The 0-1 pitch. 1-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Payoff pitch home. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Nick Senzel. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Reds leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Last half of the 7th here. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. The bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
The center fielder, Ian.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ian Happ comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. Hit on the ground to short. Galvis is there. And there are 2 away now. At the plate, David Bodie. A hit in 2 tries so far. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Score remains 2-2. Trevor McGill has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Riding in once again, Kyle Isbell. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down a little bit. I expect him to have a nice AB right here.
So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Check swing there. They'll appeal down to Gary Simmons, and it'll be strike 1 as he signals he wasn't able to hold up. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And this is knocked down on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first. Digging in once again, Eugenio Suarez. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
It's 1-2.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Curveball just about brung him up, but it's to 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the down in order, and this game is still tied at 2-2.
Leading off For the Cubs.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Wade Miley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 22.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And that misses 1-1. Miley, a native of Louisiana, the Bayou State, who was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose a game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
And that misses for ball 1. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Diego Castillo enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 63.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. Cincinnati bullpen does its job. 9th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Ian Miller will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot. Kyle Ryan will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Moustakas. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Ryan is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Drilled to the right side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Standing in now, Aristides Aquino. And this one's in the dirt. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. And almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. That's 2-0. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Two balls and a strike.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
This is line to left. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Coming to the plate now, Derek Dietrich. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Hit toward the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit. Now a long throw home. He's safe at the plate. And here in the 9th, they have taken the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Striding forward now is the DH, Nick Senzel. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Comes set, the 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch lifted into the air out toward center field. How's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Reds lead it. Stepping up now, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Javier Baez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And it's quickly 0-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Wilson Contreras comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the ninth. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off.
Ball one to start the at-bat. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And that ball is gone! Santa Maria, game over. So a two-run shot to left center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run, and it ends up being a really critical one, you have to.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the NL Central, Kyle Ryan collected win number 3 this year as the Cubs got past the Reds 4-3. The Nationals had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-1. The St. Louis Cardinals put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 8-5. The Brew Crew put up 16 hits on the day as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park.
Big dog. Zane. Big dog. Big dog.
Just days before the 40-round MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression at Bowman Scout Day.